Everyone, Friday, Erev Shabbat Kodesh, Parashat Acharei Mot, right? And sorry, 1 second. And we're dedicating the shiur, obviously, Leilu Nishmat Devorah Feige Bat Shemuel, and Refuah Shelema, Ora Devorah Bat Rivka, among all the Cholim of Am Yisrael, Amen. The Gemara writes down an interesting story. The Gemara says that it was two guys that they have one field next to the other. And they used to plant all type of trees and whatever. One of them was very organized. The other one just planted a tree, big tree. And he planted right next to the border, next to the field of his friend. But guess what happened? This guy decided, I'm not going to take care of the tree. And he let his tree grow and grow and grow. And you know, when the tree is growing too much, and he enters also into the field of his neighbor, not only he entered, but he causes that the sun will not shine on that side. And obviously, there was a very big loss for the neighbor. So the Gemara writes that they went to a big Chacham, big rabbi. And the rabbi was hearing both of the sides. And he said to the two people, listen, very hard question. I need you to come tomorrow. I need you to come tomorrow. Now the students knew that the rabbi, this is not a hard question for the rabbi. What do you mean? It's a simple case, right? What do you do in such a case? You tell to the guy, you have to cut. You're mazik, you're damaging. But the rabbi said, no, I need more time. What the rabbi did, says the Gemara, he decided to tell to his shamash. Shamash is, to his helper, go 1 second and cut my tree of my field. What do you mean, your tree? Yes, I have a tree in my field as well. Cut it. Says the Gemara, the next morning, the two fellows came to the rabbi, and the rabbi said to the guy of the big tree, listen, you have to cut it. You have to cut the tree. The guy just heard, you have to cut the tree. He stood up and he said, Rabbi, what are you talking about? I passed 2 days ago next to your field. What happened in your field? You had also a big tree going outside your field. You're telling me to cut. Why are you not cutting yours? The rabbi said, oh, you sure? Go walk into my field and tell me what's doing over there. Says Chachamim, from here we're learning, Kshot atzmecha ve'achar kach keshot acharim. You want to give rebuke? You first of all have to give rebuke to yourself. You first of all have to look at yourself, what's not right, and then if you're good at it, then you have to rebuke someone else. What this has to do with our weekly parasha, we know the Torah is starting Acharei Mot Shnei Bnei Aaron, after the death of the two sons of Aaron. By the way, there is a segula on the day of Rosh Hashanah that we are mentioning. There is a custom to mention, right, a certain piyut about the death of Aaron. There is a very powerful segula that it's brought down that whoever cries at the moment of this piyut that we're saying, that we're mentioning, right, the sons of Aaron, he have a promise that he will never cry bar minan for the death of his kids. Meaning, there will be no need, Chalila v'chas, no need to see tragedies in his house and in his family. But anyways, what happened to Aaron? Aaron, his two sons died. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Aaron, listen, Habibi, you're going to learn a lesson. From now on, Kohen Gadol cannot enter to the Kodesh HaKodashim only once a year on Yom Kippur. If Bar Minan you will enter one more time, Halas, there will be no more Kohen Gadol. And the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur is doing a special korban. How do we say? V'chiper ba'ado u'ba'ad beto u'be'ad kol ke'al Yisrael. Right? Throughout the korban, he will have kapara, he will have how you say kapara in English? It will have atonement. Thank you. For himself, for his family, וכיפר בעדו ועד ביתו, ובעד כל קהל ישראל, and for all Am Yisrael. I have a question. Kohen, it's not part of Am Yisrael? So say, וכיפר בעד כל קהל ישראל. Why you have to know? No. Do kapara for yourself, do kapara for your house, do kapara for Am Yisrael. Do kapara for all Am Yisrael. That's it. Say Chachamim, because you have to rebuke yourself first. Before you ask for others, kapara, this guy made a sin, the other guy made a sin. What about me? What about myself? וכיפר בעדו, ונאבד ביתו. Usually, the person always likes to see himself that he's good. He's good. Why? Because you love yourself more than anyone else. Correct? Therefore, say the Torah, וכיפר בעדו, first do kapara, first do teshuvah on your deeds, on your bad actions, and then try to ask for kapara for the whole entire nation. Rabbi, there is a very strange midrash. The midrash writes, it's called midrash pliya. In Hebrew, pliya, it's questionable. Midrash pliya, pele. What's pele? So this midrash, all what the midrash writes is a pele. It's a question. We have to understand it. The midrash writes that when the sons of Aaron died, Nadav and Avihu, Eov heard it, and Eov got stressed. It was very stressful. Rabotai, what Aaron, the sons of Aaron, have to do with Eov? Ma kesher? You remember Eov? Eov, that he lost all his kids, and he lost all his money, and he had isurim and suffering. All of it was because Borei Olam wanted to test him. So what happened? Why? What is the connection in between Eov and the sons of Aaron? So I saw a beautiful hidush of the Hida that says he says the following. The Midrash writes, why the sons of Aaron died? You know why the sons of Aaron died? There is a whole list of the sins that they made. One sin that they made, they never got married. Never got married. The other sin that they made, they enter shtuye yain. They drink wine and they enter like that to the Kodesh HaKodashim. Another one, they did esh zara, they did a korban that God didn't ask from them. Another one, terrible one, the Midrash write, then they were seeing Moshe and Aaron, they were watching them, right, walking, and they said to each other, these two old guys, when they're going to die, then we will take over. When they're going to die, we will take the leadership. By the way, I just opened the parentheses. Rabotai, decide which avon they made, that because of this avon they died. You tell me a whole list. There was the great rabbi that says, if you see that Chachamim are mentioning a lot of sins, it's because they didn't know which sin caused it. Why? Because they were in such a high level that all those sins, it's not enough to give them such a punishment. So we have no clue about the sons of Aaron. But one thing we can learn to ourselves. What is it? Say the Hida. Listen this amazing. Say the Hida. The sons of Aaron, they saw Moshe and Aaron, right? And they say, when these guys are going to die? Say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, let's see who is going to bury who. You're saying that you're going to bury your parents? Wait, send the shwai. Let's see. Maybe they're going to bury you. Say Eov. What was the story of Eov? Why Eov lost all his kids, all his money? He got sick. Why? Why? You know why? Say the Midrash, there were 3 people. When Paro wanted to kill the Jews, he didn't know what to do. So he called up his people, his closest people. One of them was Bil'am. The other one was Itro. And the third one was Eov. And each one of them gave another good. What happened? Itro said to Paro, Bar Minan, Paro, you're crazy. You're going to kill up the Jews. Ma kara lecha? You're nuts. Borei Olam is going to punish you afterwards. Then Bil'am said, no, kill them. kill them, throw them to the water, do shahita to them, everything. And the third one was Eov. Masa Eov, he didn't spoke. You're not talking. Say Borei Olam, you're not talking. Look what happened to the sons of Aaron. Look what happened to the sons of Aaron. You only watch your parents and you thought in your mind when they are going to die, and they got already punishment. So when Eov heard it, he said to himself, Bar Minan, if that's what happened to the sons of Aaron, what will happen to me? Because what I did. Rabotai, I just want to finish up. No, you want me to continue? Okay. The Hafetz Chaim. I think I told you the story of the Hafetz Chaim, not sure. The Hafetz Chaim, he was very, very old. And he called up his student. And he said to his student, come here, open my mouth. Rabbi, opening your mouth? Rabbi, how can I touch the mouth of the rabbi? Says, I want you to open my mouth right now. So he argued with the rabbi. He have no choice. He opened up the mouth of the Hafetz Chaim. The Hafetz Chaim says to his student, now count all my teeth. Chacham, I'm shame. Says, you're going to count my teeth. And he counted 32 teeth. Tooth. He counted 32. The Hafetz Chaim was very old already, and he was about to die. So the student looked at his rabbi and he says, Rabbi, why you want me to count the teeth? He says, because I want you to realize that in my age, usually people, they don't have teeth, bichlal. Not only I have teeth, but I have the full entire teeth complete. You know why? Because all my life, I protect my mouth not to talk Lashon Hara. So all the protections that Borei Olam created to the mouth, maintain strongly. We have two types of protections in our mouth. We have the teeth, and we have, two fans, and we have the lips. When a Jew, Rabotai, keeps up his mouth, not to talk Lashon Hara, not to talk negatively about someone else, what he does is, Rabotai, is keeping his own health in his mouth to be 100% good. How many times, Rabotai, we're talking, and we're thinking, and we're saying bad things about the other. Say, Chachamim, listen what happened to the sons of Aaron. They just spoke. What they said, when these two guys are going to die, we will take the leadership. Say, Chachamim, only by talking, look what you can cause to yourself. Only by saying a word that it's not on the right spot. But minan, what is the consequence that a person can get? So Yiratzon Borei Olam will help us to reinforce ourselves, especially in our mouth, and then Borei Olam not only will protect Olam Yisrael, but especially will protect us, because we'll protect His word as well. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.